Today we're deconstructing the whiskey sour 6 times.
Which is pretty awesome, and I just want to thank Michaela for being one of our awesome Patreon patrons.
Yeah, right up front.
Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Eric Sherman. That is Ian Andrews, and we are going to be deconstructing the whiskey sour.
Well, technically we already did the deconstructed, but we're going to explain it right now.
That's true. We saved the time of creating 6 whiskey sours and did it before the show.
Yep.
If you want to see us make them and giggle and dance and whatever else we were doing and listen to some Dave Matthews Band, you can watch the live stream from last week.
We're kind of dorks. When I watch us, I'm like, God, we're dorks. I love it. So what we did is we made the same ratio cocktail, whiskey sour, 3/4 ounce lemon juice, 3/4 ounce of 1-to-1 simple syrup, which we brought down from 2 to 1,
right,
and 1.5 ounces of a whiskey. And the only thing we changed was the whiskeys.
Right.
We used the same pool of lemon juice, same pool of simple syrup, and we made the same drink with different whiskeys. We got Jim Beam, Laphroaig, Basil Hayden, Crown Royal, Johnny Walker Black, and Wigle.
So Wigle Rye.
Rye.
The reason we wanted to do this now is because the last one we did with the Vesper was pretty fantastic from a view standpoint. People really liked it.
And
more than I thought.
It was a really good way of accentuating the differences between the gins and the drinks. I thought it was great, yeah.
I know people want to see martini, vodka martini with different vodkas. I want to do stuff that's exciting first.
Daiquiris.
And
margaritas.
Then stuff like that. Yeah, and then we can get into the vodka. The vodka might be eye-opening, but I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely have an opinion on vodka as a spirit in that it's neutral grain. It's not supposed to have a distinct flavor.
Right.
So
it might, but it might not be enough. So let's do something cooler first. So what? The selection. The reason I needed 6 of these was because we wanted to use Scotch, and there is a cocktail. All these have different names. Like there's a Scotch cocktail for whiskey sour. If you add egg white, now you have a Boston sour. If you add Scotch, it's a different name. But I don't care about that right now. What I care about is we've got the Jim Beam for the well.
Yes.
So that's if you order a whiskey sour at a bar. And they make it properly, but you don't want to pay.
You don't specify the bourbon you want to use, the whiskey you want to use.
You're going to get...
A lot of times Jim Beam is what you get.
It's either that or Jack Daniels. And I'm not going to do 2 of the wells. That and I don't have a lot of Jack Daniels outside of the one we oaked. Laphroaig, because it's crazy peat, and I think it's going to be the biggest of differences. Then we have a rye, because rye is another thing you make whiskey with.
Yep.
Make whiskey sour.
And rye's a very distinct...
Sazerac and stuff like that.
Yeah, Manhattans.
Then for Scotch, I didn't think single malt made a lot of sense. So I went with...
we do have a Laphroaig.
Laphroaig.
But that's because it's peaty.
Yeah, it's peaty. Yeah. And then we went with Johnny Walker, which would be your well Scotch that you get if you said, I want a whiskey sour with Scotch, they're going to probably use this.
Yeah.
Then we wanted Canadians to feel some love.
Yeah.
So we
love our
Crown
Canadian
Royal.
neighbors. They're not too far away.
Now, the question might be,
we love poutine.
Why didn't you use...
something else.
Barrel Select 40 Creek. Why didn't you use Canadian Club 12? And because... if you're asking that question, what you weren't doing is you were not in the live stream when I had everybody vote on what they wanted to see, and we raced to see how many votes would come in, and Crown Royal had more votes. It was like 3.
And
so it wins.
The other thing is, you probably got 20 different whiskeys up there. We're not making 20 cocktails and trying them all.
You could get an idea. If something you wish was included here isn't, make it, and then compare it to what we say,
we could
and
have
you
done
can figure out
Irish
what it fits.
and added like Jameson or something.
Exactly.
Jameson
was the only one that would be missing, I think, or an Irish whiskey would be missing. And then the bourbon, this is just a standard bourbon.
We could do that right now.
No,
let's not.
Let's not do that. That's 7 whiskey sours.
That's a lot of whiskey sours.
This is what we're using for our stand-in bourbon. If I go to a bar, I've seen a lot of Basil Hayden there. You might see Buffalo Trace. You might see Maker's Mark.
More of a craft, small batch type style.
So Basil is kind of going to sit in there for that category.
Yeah.
Make sense?
And then, of course, Laphroaig, which we said is the peaty Scotch.
Let's drink.
Isley?
Isley, yeah.
Isley. Let's start with, we'll start with the well.
Go with the well.
And then we'll go to the Johnny Walker.
Why? Johnny Walker?
Yeah,
the well Scotch,
Canadian, Rye, Basil, Laphroaig.
Yeah, do Laphroaig last. Yeah, otherwise it'll destroy us.
We don't want to kill ourselves because we already have a hint. So this is the Jim Beam.
Yeah, it's pretty smoky.
This is like the daiquiri with whiskey and lemon instead of lime.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's not identical in everything, including ratios,
I enjoy this.
You are.
It's recording. I just want to make sure everybody
smooth,
gets it.
It's light. We used for each one of these we used 3 cubes to shake, 2 cubes to chill. So the water dilution should be identical on all these. That's nice.
It's got a nice acidity to it.
Yeah, it's got good acidity. The sweetness is good.
It's definitely
the acidity makes you want to keep drinking it.
Yeah, it has a lingering oak. What are we doing?
Can you get those?
Can you get those? Oh, can you get that?
Leaning. Yeah.
Can you get
The leaning highball, the low ball.
You can get leaning low ball at awesometricks.com,
Yeah.
and you could probably save 15% on it if you use pink 15.
As a coupon code until sometime in November.
Jesus, really? Yeah. No, I think it's November 4th.
Okay.
It's pink. It's for breast cancer awareness. It's so you put in pink 15. You save money.
So that's really good. That's our baseline. We just tasted. So go with the Johnny Walker now.
That would be what. Now I'm going to the bar. I'm like, I want a
Scotch
whiskey
sour.
sour with scotch. Somebody in the chat room want to tell me what the name of that is?
You're gonna have to wait 10 seconds.
Yeah.
See what Mark said? Those are awesome leaning glasses. Where could I get some of those?
Wow.
It's like, did you read that one?
No, I did not. There must be a delay in chat.
You read that?
I did not read that. Oh,
You know what?
I get some smoke out of
Yeah,
that.
you do.
That's not bad though.
Out of the bourbon?
Out of the Johnny Walker.
Johnny
Yeah.
Walker.
Wow.
It's not bourbon though.
I thought you said bourbon.
Oh, I do like that
Scotch.
Scotch.
Blended.
Whatever.
See how little level is in there? That was mainly used for myself. That's my that was my rating drink when I was playing World of Warcraft. That was that's why that's all gone. Now I would
Okay.
sit that next to my I would take a big whiskey ball. And
Now
would
I
just
see
pour
the
that over there.
smokiness. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I haven't drank a lot of Johnny Walker in my day, so that's a nice.
I have.
You have. No wonder you sucked at rating.
I tank.
You're
No wonder
no,
why
I'm
he
just
can't
kidding.
tank.
You're a good rater.
No, I know, but as a tank, one of the easiest things to do and why this always worked, if I didn't drink this while raiding, I was the worst tank. And I'll tell you why. This
You'd
it
panic.
calms you down.
Yeah,
and you could be like 1 1 5 1 1 3 5 1 because you always had that pattern. It's like
Yes.
blow this cooldown, big cooldown, boom,
Yeah,
bam, bam.
I'm
and
constantly
that was-
blowing this, constantly blowing this. Okay,
Yeah.
that one's up. Boom, boom,
Boom.
boom. That one's up.
And,
boom, boom,
like,
boom.
I could focus-
I use my Naga mouse with the keys
Yeah,
on the side.
exactly.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
what-
That thing's awesome.
And I would
It
go
is
like
awesome.
right through it with this. This was how I got through so many of
I
our
think that's
high
why I
level
get
raids.
like I have like tendonitis in my thumb from that mouse.
From the most.
So many raids.
Yeah, that does hurt after.
All right, so we're gonna go Canadian now.
Yeah,
That's
this is actually really good.
it is.
I like the delicate balance of the smoke against the
Yes.
scotch. It
And the
wasn't
sweet.
So
Yeah.
you got smoke out of that when you just drank it?
Yeah,
right?
but not enough. It still lingers a little bit, but it's not going to draw as much as a PD, I think. But there's more smoke in this now than when I just drink it straight. Did you drank it straight? It was
Yeah.
smoky.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's weird. So this is Crown.
Crown, yeah.
You want to weird? It smells like marijuana.
Really, I didn't even smell it. Okay.
I don't get. I don't know.
It's definitely different than the
Very.
Jim Beam.
Yeah, it's light as shit. Like this is not what I would want in whiskey sour. That tastes like lemonade.
Yeah, it does taste like lemonade.
Very sour lemonade.
Yeah, this one has the Jim Beam has more oakiness than that.
That was Luke's choice.
Yeah, Luke was a Crown guy.
Yeah,
Wasn't he?
Luke was a huge Crown guy.
Let's go with the Wiggle next.
Never been a huge Crown fan myself.
So we're going with a rye now.
Acid is.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dangerous thing is we can drink these so easily,
I would drink all those, yeah.
but that's like 6 ounces of booze.
Well, if we split it,
It's only 3.
it's only 3 ounces. And we haven't even made cocktails yet.
Wow. That's like a musky, like you expect from a rye, but
Tasty. I think.
yeah, it's almost got a little vegetal.
It definitely has that spicy, musky,
Yeah.
the rye component continues to linger.
It's good. It's
it
mellow.
makes me think of.
But there's you
I think
definitely
more
get that.
classic for some reason with this. Like maybe because the rye, every time we make a real classic whiskey-based cocktail, they tend to have rye. So I'm wondering if my brain is kind of connecting those, going, "This is like a Sazerac, but with something that's not lemon."
That's tasty. These are all very distinct in their own way. The closest two so far, I would think, are the Canadian, the Crown Royal, and the Jim Beam in flavor.
It would probably.
But
be
everything
close.
else is distinct.
I think the Crim Beam, the Jim Beam has more oak than the
it
Canadian.
does, yeah.
The Crown.
But they're the closest of the two,
Oh, yeah.
of what we taste.
From a mellow standpoint.
From a flavor profile, I think.
Yeah, which tells me that if you just order a sour with a well whiskey, it's probably gonna be boring.
Oh, I know why that. Yeah,
It's 40 proof. Everything here is 40, right?
I think so.
40. I know that's 40. This is definitely 40. So
Jim Beam.
By
It's
a lot.
43 for the Laphroaig.
Oh shit!
Taste that. Tell me what you think.
I know. It smells like peat. Maybe you touched the bottle.
Oh, there's a little bit of peatiness, a little bit of smokiness in here. But I made this after this. So I'm wondering if there's a little bit of contamination. But tasting the Basil Hayden,
Basil, gosh, Doug.
Gotcha, Doug. The Basil Haydens, there's a little bit of smokiness in there. Try that by itself. That's close to the Johnny Walker, though, as far as the sour goes. But it has...
Yeah, that's just this.
The oak kind of lingers in the lemon after that initial smokiness.
Yep. Spicy finish.
Yeah. It's pretty good, also.
That is kind of smoky, actually.
I'm actually looking forward to this because
Really?
I'm not a big peaty person, but like you add the acid and the sweetness to it, and I think it's going to make it more approachable and drinkable.
That's
We're
weird.
going to find out if your theory's correct.
Now I wish I had a Buffalo Trace in there. Because that's the one that's my go-to Buffalo Trace.
Oh, that is smoky.
Woo!
Ooh.
I don't like
He got smoker's cough just by smelling.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I mean, the sweetness takes a little edge off it, but that is...
Do you see it? Wow!
I'm going to lick an ashtray to get this flavor out of my mouth.
That
No
is
offense,
nothing like
Laphroaig
this.
people.
So your theory was not right.
It's more approachable than Laphroaig by itself.
It's just not
It's
any good.
It's more approachable.
This is still like, and I think you said this, and I'll back
I
this
need to
up.
wash this down a little bit.
The whiskey sour is a great intro to whiskey drink. I love it with egg, obviously, as Boston sour, right?
Yep.
Like you were saying. You throw some egg white in it, you dry shake it, and then you wet shake it. It's great. But this by itself is also very good, too, because you're getting some great characteristics from the whiskey. We're getting a lot of differentiation between these, which is awesome. I wasn't sure how that was going to play.
None of them taste the same as each other.
No, they're, this and this were
they're
closest to
pretty
each
close.
other, and this were close to each other. But the
That's
Wigle Rye had its own.
closest
Laphroaig
to-
definitely had its own.
Yeah, if you like Laphroaig, you'll be fine with this drink.
Yeah, so-
if you like to taste like somebody who's punched you in the mouth with ashes.
Yeah, you get in fights with cigarettes hanging out of your mouth all the time.
So is there a favorite and why?
Is there a favorite? Yeah, my favorite is Buffalo Trace, not here. I just like that,
The Basil Hayden is good, but the Wiggle Rye is really good also.
in an infinite test where I had.
But you tend to like rye, right?
What's that?
I
You
like
tend to like rye.
Yeah, I like the rye one better actually than all of them here. In an infinite test, the two that I would definitely want to have is Buffalo Trace, but it also is a bourbon, and
I like an Irish whiskey sour also. That tends to be a little bit mild. So
oh yeah, that would probably three more. So it'd be the Buffalo Trace, the Irish whiskey, be that whatever your favorite is.
yeah, 2 gingers, Jameson, patties,
Yeah.
Tullamore Dew. Don't you have Tullamore Dew?
Yeah,
Irish whiskey?
we did.
It's right there.
Okay, yeah, that's.
It's a single malt, 10-year.
Oh,
one I
but
have.
it's an Irish Scotch whiskey, right? Is it? Tullamore Dew is Irish, right?
I don't know.
Irish whiskey, yeah.
There's another one I would like to have seen here, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe the 40
But if you were at the bar, you'd probably choose
I would go with a rye.
This isn't bad either.
No,
though.
the
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker.
If I was at a bar
Yeah.
right now and I couldn't get this,
Yeah. Or
then
you didn't want to pay for that. I'm guessing the rye would probably be more expensive.
I would pay for it.
The Johnny's not bad though.
I don't drink that many, so I'd be okay with it. Johnny Walker.
Yeah. I'd probably go Rye, Basil Hayden, Johnny Walker, maybe Crown Jim Beam, Laphroaig.
You would actually put Crown first.
ahead of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
But we're all like, this is how tasty this is.
I thought that
tastes
was like a
lemonade.
base. Yeah, that's true. Wait, we're going to do
Put that in your mouth, and then you tell me that that's a better drink. The Crown Royal.
No, yeah, this has more oak in it. Yeah. No, you're right.
Oh, the Devil's Cut. That would be the one like
Devil's
that.
Cut. Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Because I like a big oak bomb, not a smoke bomb.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would put this. I would
If
do
you
the
like
same
your Canadian
order.
whiskeys, though, I mean, they might
If
go
I
higher
like my
up on your list.
Canadian whiskey, the way you solve that is you're gonna need more Canadian whiskey. Like this needs to be like 2 ounces.
Yeah, there needs to.
It just-
it can't
it's
be a
losing-
2-1-1.
The Crown Royal cannot cut through the citrus.
No, it can't.
That's the problem.
That might be a problem. Like, I like a Jameson with a
I think that
Boston sour with the egg white.
that's different. The Jameson can cut through the sour.
A Jameson in this you might need a little more Irish whiskey because an
Right.
Irish whiskey tends to be a little more muted.
Oh, dude, the Jameson, I think that would rip right through there. You don't think that?
Yeah.
You're better familiar with Jameson than I am, but that is a weak ass product, at least with acids added. It's
maybe the Jameson is fine with the 2-1-1 ratio.
it's very mellow.
Yeah.
Like, it works great for shots. That's probably why people do shots of Crown Royal. They want to feel like they're men, but they don't want like to
To
burn.
really be men.
Yeah, it's like I want a little hair on my chest, but leave my testicles clear.
It's like Dr. Plummer's dad used to drink Lord Calvert, which was like the plastic bottle Canadian whiskey.
Yeah. And there's a lot of different Canadian whiskeys, and I feel like this was the one everybody said do Crown. One of the big reasons was it's accessible. It is.
Yeah,
You
it
can get
is.
Crown anywhere. You can get Crown at your mom's house, but
Probably, yeah.
I would go with, personally, I like the taste of the 40 Creek in general. So that would be my Canadian whiskey of choice. Without even tasting it. I don't have to taste it. I just know.
I got a friend request from my mom's aunt. My great aunt.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
We have Canadian Club 12 year.
Tom
We have
Rowan.
Canadian Club 12. We have Canadian Club 10.
So maybe that aged might impart a little bit more strength into this drink.
Yeah, there's
So
not...
basically,
not
chat
a lot.
room, you picked a crappy Canadian
Good job.
whiskey.
Yeah, good job, Chad.
Good job, chat room.
Good job.
Hey, but no, I think it gives contrast. So I think it's
It's
good to
what
have-
everybody would if I didn't put that in there and I used another Canadian
Yeah.
product, they would go, why didn't you use Crown? Now I could say, I did. So fuck off. You got your Crown. Don't do it again. Like, it's not a good whiskey sour unless you double your Crown.
Alberta
And other
Dark
people,
Rye.
I was thinking I could do Canadian Rye at one time, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to get controversy. If you like your whiskeys stronger, if you want a little bit more oomph, then just 2 ounces, 3/4 for the Royal round, the Crown Royal.
Play with your ratios. Find a good balance.
And the rest of them I think are balanced fine.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I think that's just the one. But yeah.
Whiskey sour still holds as a great drink.
Right.
And an excellent intro to whiskey. If you're
And it's still use your favorite whiskey.
Yeah,
Basically, because it comes through.
Well, the whiskey will come through, but what's funny is when you throw the mixers in there, different parts might come through, which is kind of crazy, right? Like, obviously the smokiness comes here, but I wasn't expecting smokiness from this,
True.
No.
and I wasn't really expecting smoky and spicy from this as much, even though it might have been cross-contamination with Laphroaig, but
Good job, Ian.
it still had it a little bit, and it was surprising.
it is a little bit
It's in there, yeah. So I mean, you might be surprised
like
about what
Prego.
comes through in your favorite whiskey. So
in there.
it might be cool to mix it up.
Mix it up!
If you get whiskey sour, maybe you try a different whiskey than your favorite whiskey. Keep your favorite sipping whiskey a favorite sipping whiskey, and then have a favorite.
Keep your Buffalo Trace to the side.
Yeah, and
Or
then
your
have a
Makers.
favorite whiskey sour whiskey.
Right. Makers is also good, but it's a little sweeter, so it works with the sour.
Yeah, Makers would be good.
So
We'll be using Makers later.
we'll be using Makers later. Today, I want to call out Florian because Florian's from Rhineland.
Yep.
Small font. Palatinate. I don't understand.
It's in German.
I know Rhineland, but I don't remember that being a place in Germany. Thank you, Florian.
Zach, thank you for submitting the survey from Western Australia.
You got none here.
Star Panda.
No. Albert Elrod.
Okay, well, I'll give a shout out to Kelly, Star Panda from Texas.
Mine's from Washington.
You missed it. It's
Elrod.
right above that one.
Oh,
It's
there
right
it is.
below
Oh.
Zach from
Star
Western
Panda.
Australia. Yeah.
Star Panda from Texas. Star Panda's typically in chat, too.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I don't
she's
think
been in the
she's
chat room.
very
She was gonna be a virus vodka girl, right?
Yeah.
Virus vixen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's hot. Albert. I mean, we have to. Albert. I said Albert. He's from Texas as well as he maybe knows Star Panda.
It's possible.
I mean,
Texas is a big state.
True.
I know another guy from New Hampshire that you might not know.
No, I
That's
know.
a small state.
I know him.
Matthew T. Benson from Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Hopefully, if you're from Kentucky, you have thought about at least doing the Bourbon Trail.
Yeah.
I'd like to do the Bourbon Trail.
It's made of bourbon. It's like Wizard of Oz, but with
Can you
bourbon.
just use a straw?
And Moochie the cat.
What's wrong with you?
And Callie.
Moochie the cat.
Moochie
Yeah.
the cat from California, United States. And I think the rest I could highlight it too many.
You did. That's okay. We can keep going.
Okay, do it!
James White
James White.
from Georgia.
Bulger. Orgy. Oh wait, no, that really says orgy.
Augie.
Augie? Oh, you're
There's
right.
no
It's an
R.
R.
Yeah.
It's free. It's well fun. I gotta blow it up. Orgy.
boy.
Oh no.
Augie.
Augie from California.
No more whiskey sours for you. Buddy.
I'm just thinking, it's just funny. Orgy.
Finish this one and you're done.
You should call yourself Orgy. I'm gonna finish that. We have like 3 more cocktails to
All
make.
right.
need
Want a question of the day?
Question of the. You have one?
I'll finish this. You finish that.
Why do your shoes smell and your nose run?
Why should?
Why do you park in the driveway and drive in a parkway?
Okay, your questions suck. I didn't look at these. What is this? This is stupid questions. I didn't even qualify my questions. Question today, what's your favorite bourbon? Or no, what's your favorite whiskey? Region.
What's your favorite style of whiskey?
Yep.
Yeah, when you said
Style whiskey.
I
Probably
thought James was in the chat room. He said, "Yeah, that's me."
All right.
Oh.
James, thanks for being in there.
W.
Yeah.
W is for white. It's also for winter. And
Oh, hey DJ.
Wisconsin.
What's up, man?
We're done. This video is probably like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, but at least we didn't make the cocktails on the video.
We only made one last time.
Yeah.
So it would have been 70 minutes long.
Well, this
Which
time
is like an hour and
we,
10 minutes.
We prepped. You're welcome.
We saved you time. Go use Pink 15, save
Well, don't
15% off at AwesomeDrinks.com.
Waste their time.
Go to
now.
patreon.com/CMC, support the show, everydaydrinkers.com/newsletter, sign up for the newsletter, and submit your recipes to recipe@everydaydrinkers.com.
That's it. We're done. We're teaching you how to drink. Like this? Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Why are you elbowing me to do this?
So cute. Oh, so gay.
Oh. We're bringing
kinda gay.
gay to the mainstream. That's what we do.
We're not gay.
What's the first one?